So you get a script. Do you read it immediately? Do you?
Yeah, because it came from him.
What does a derrick look like, and how do you build them? And
yeah, how do you do it?
And what happens if they catch on fire?
Yeah,
all of that.
How do you put it out?
And how do you put it out?
Yeah,
with explosives.
Well, you got to take the oxygen away, so you got to dynamite it. You know, that's the idea that you cave it in. But it was so funny. I mean, that was the great thing. We were so desperate to be accurate about things. And well, there's rotary rigs and cable tool rigs, and we're shooting this year and everything. But there was a certain point where this sort of old guy Jim Farmer, this oil expert, he hang around. He was like, I got to tell you, guys, there is no one way to do this. Whatever gets it out of the ground or whatever puts that fire out, there is no manual, you know, for this kind of work. It was really liberating because we were like, all right, great, you know, let's go to work.
You know, you really want to capture that feeling of labor and of physicality. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how you saw that.
It was great. It was great reading about some of these stories of these men doing this work, but it was hard to wrap your mind around, you know, thinking about what are they talking about? They would describe these contraptions that they worked with in a 50-foot eucalyptus tree trunk that they had shaped and everything else. And it was kind of like science fiction a little bit, you know. Yeah. It was that kind of bizarre, and you try to draw it out and think, what the hell are they talking about? How are they doing this stuff? And that is what Daniel said, you know, it's just how exciting it was to start building this stuff from the ground up and watching these guys work. And yeah, the labor of it is really exciting, because I guess that's always a question. It's like, what is this stuff, and how do you get it up and out of the ground? I mean, that was a really good question.
When did you start, in your mind, as you wrote this script, think about Daniel as Daniel?
Early, but I didn't want to grab onto the thought and keep thinking this is who I'm writing it for, because I didn't know Daniel. I didn't want to make presumptions about him or anything like that. I'd just seen his films, and I obviously respected him as an actor. I thought, well, that's the Holy Grail if you can get to it. But I tried to just quite honestly sort of dash those hopes and really just try to write well and write this man. But that said, it kept coming and coming and coming, that the only man for the job would be Daniel if he decided he would want to do it.
Here's what's interesting about this. You don't want to let this character go. I mean,
no.
Am I right?
You're right. Yeah.
Because what?
He started it.
I know he did. He should never have read that book. So why can't you let him go? Is it?
He makes me laugh.
You like him.
I like him.
You like him. What do you like about him?
I'd have to go back to the beginning and say what I liked when I met him in the form of Paul's script is that it seemed an entirely honest examination of a life to me. I love that about it. And I don't know where it came from. I didn't want to know. It seemed to come from probably a very unconscious place, but there seemed to be great truth in it.